Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Have we figured out how to explain deja vu? How do chameleons do that thing they do? Do you really need to wash your blue jeans? Yeah, you do, but how often? Hey, my name's Mike Simpson. I've got a podcast about curiosities. It's called I've Got Questions. We go through my list of random stuff and yours. Please participate. Send me your questions. I'll find someone to answer them. We've talked about our true crime obsession, how grocery stores are tricking us, super secret flight attendant stuff. I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on Odyssey or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Kristen Bell, you guys know her.
I know her name. I'm trying to think of what was she big in?
Cute blonde. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's exactly
the one.
Yep.
Yeah. And she
Cute
was
blonde.
Veronica Mars, wasn't she?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and married to Dax Shepard, I believe.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That
yeah.
I know.
Kristen talked about how she experimented with magic mushrooms as a treatment for depression. And at one point, she thought that her legs were a beautiful lady who picked her up and took her to the bathroom. Here she is talking about it.
I was so enamored with my own body. I had gone to the bathroom, I went to pee, and I came downstairs wide-eyed, and I said, Dax, I had to pee. I felt the sensation of having to pee. And all of a sudden, this beautiful lady, and I was pointing to my legs, picked me up. She walked me down the hallway. She sat me down on the toilet. She rolled a little roll of toilet paper for me and just put it on my lap. And now I'm back out here. But in my head, I had separated this body that had done so much good in my life, that has taken me through happiness and pain and workouts and laziness. And I was just couldn't stop touching my legs going, you're so strong. You're so elegant. Wow.
I mean, if I was her too, I'd be enamored with my body as well.
Yeah.
And I don't need mushrooms to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if it were me, I'd be like, oh, who's this slob taking me to the bathroom?
It's why are we in the house with Shrek? These mushrooms are crazy.
Oh, man.
How about her husband? So Dax Shepard is a recovering drug addict.
Yes.
And apparently, though, he's the one that was able to get her the mushrooms, because she's like, I need to get mushrooms. I want to try this. Because a lot of people have been trying mushrooms as a form of coping with their depression or helping them with whatever anxiety that they might be battling along those lines. I think in Oregon, they're making their way towards decriminalizing and maybe legalizing it. I'm probably paraphrasing and way off, but I think that's what I remember hearing for that reason. And and how about though Dax is her hookup? He's like, oh, I still got a guy. I can get you some good stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, and you're right, Steve. It makes sense because, when I did ayahuasca, they looked at that as a medicinal treatment. A lot of those, if you go get it done by professional, or the ayahuasqueros is what they call them, those shamans, it cured a lot of ills for a lot of people when they did the ayahuasca treatments. And I would imagine, mushrooms give you a similar situation, if done right. So,
yeah. Well, I need to talk to Dax to find out what kind he's getting there. I mean, the fact that she's able to see toilet paper kind of just be rolled by itself by her legs, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if it's fun for Dax. If he's annoyed, but I don't know. I'm getting the vibe that maybe he found entertainment in it. He was just kind of oh, this is cool. This is helping her and she's having a good experience and I'm a part of that experience, even though he's not doing it with her.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. Yeah, I don't know what it'll be like for someone who's a recovering addict. Or do you just laugh and remember, oh yeah, I remember my first trip. You know what I mean? That kind of a thing, like my first hallucination.
I've been around people that are tripping their faces off on mushrooms, and I was sober, and it was super entertaining.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
And I was not messing with them, because I've been in that situation where it's like, okay, just be cool and not make them feel like they're being judged, you know? Because I've been in situations where I've been like in a psychedelic trip, and then someone comes in and is mad at us because we're, you know, watching The Wizard of Oz the wrong way, because she didn't know that we were going to do it along with Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
You're watching it the wrong way.
She came in, this is college, and we're all doing this, and she wanted to see, like, she thought we were all having a movie night to watch Wizard of Oz. We didn't invite her. We just needed to borrow the movie because she had it. And so we're all in the dorm, just tripping our faces off watching Wizard of Oz with Dark Side of the Moon, and it's such a great time. And we're like, and all of a sudden, knock on the door, open up, she's got a thing of popcorn, and she's like, I figured I could watch the movie with you guys.
Oh.
And then she found out what we were doing and how we were watching it, and she was pissed. At least I remember it, her being, like, it was like, man, we were like, get out.
Right? You're killing the vibe, woman.
Right? Just get out. She's like, I can't believe you're doing drugs and watching this movie. Like, what did you think we were doing with this movie, you dummy? It was so bad.
Oh, and you didn't even get the secret message, did you? There was no secret message that you were supposed to get. Weren't you supposed to get some sort of cool message?
No, we learned that when on mushrooms that anything played along with the Wizard of Oz works. Because then we started playing Fish and Tool, and everything was working. It was, obviously, the Pink Floyd one works better, even sober. You're like, oh, there's some cool moments, but anything was matching with that movie.
Yeah. There's a great online chat about food combos that people always eat but don't admit to because, well, others know that it's a nasty combination. Ooh. Like this is, and I'm surprised because the number one thing to me is like a travesty. The number one thing on this list, I'm like, there's no way I wouldn't try it.
Pizza with Dion's.
Pizza with Dion's. That's the number one thing. Yeah, the most horrible combo you can imagine. Yeah, there you go.
Not amused.
Wow.
You're not? No.
At least Danny's listening. Sometimes you don't know if he's even paying attention to the show, so at least we know he is.
Yeah. It's like a little test to see.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys yourselves have any food combos that people will be like, dude, that is disgusting. Don't even tell me you do that. And others who, like the people on this list, they won't even tell you because they know it's disgusting, but they love it.
I haven't done it in a while, but when I was a kid, and I think I'd still enjoy it, I used to love dipping my carrots in a jar of mayo and just eat it that way.
That makes sense. That's not totally horrifying.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean that's basically ranch,
like
to a certain extent, without the spices.
It's not as awesome ranch.
Yeah, without the tasty stuff. Yeah,
or if you get that Miracle Whip, it's got that tang to it. You guys know Miracle Whip?
Yeah, I hate Miracle Whip.
I wasn't sure if you guys were like, I don't know what he's talking about. Just move on.
Most people hate Miracle Whip. I found out. I don't bring that up around anybody.
So terrible. Why do you hate it?
Because it has the tang that BJ just talked about. I don't like the tang.
Oh,
see, I love the tang.
See, it reminds me growing up, like especially when I would go to Mexico, a lot of their mayonnaise has like lime flavor to it, and it's not great.
See, when I was a kid, my aunt would make us a lot of different sandwiches, and hers always just tasted different. I never knew why, and it was because she used Miracle Whip, and I was like, why do I hate these so much?
Oh, yeah, I think... Ooh, Miracle Whip, you got to see if somebody likes, I think, before you actually throw it on them. I don't think you can just say, hey, here's what you get. Because it does. It has. It's
so for
not
Danny, the miracle is him actually finishing the sandwich.
Yeah.
Hey. Here's one: Oreos with sour cream and onion dip. No way. Somebody loves that.
You're shutting it down.
Yeah, somebody loves that online here, and I'm like, I can see why you'd hide this from people. I just can't imagine doing that. You've got the creamy goodness of the Oreo cookie itself, and you're mixing it up with, which, by the way, sour cream and onion is very creamy goodness on its own, but not together.
That sounds like a pregnant decision. Maybe you enjoyed it, and then you're like, you know what, I still kind of like it.
Now, number two... I actually have been I've turned around on this kind of thing because of the fancy people. A grilled cheese sandwich with jam.
Now, if it's bacon jam, absolutely. But regular jam, I'm cool with that.
I mean, people love charcuterie boards, and there's a lot of like apple jams or fruits and stuff with cheese, so it makes sense.
But I like my grilled cheese just as a grilled cheese. I don't want to add anything to it.
Oh, dude, they've got these cheesy, jammy sandwiches like this, but they're real fancy. I think it's called Kitana or Kitanana. It's in South Center, and they also, I think, have one in the University District. It's a tea house more. I mean, they serve coffee, but I think tea is their specialty. But then they have these sandwiches, like these cheese sandwiches that are just insane, or like cheese pastry things, and they come with like some sort of jelly, but it's not like your traditional jam kind of thing, but it's good. I wish I'm not doing a great job describing it, but if anybody knows I never thought I wanted them, but they're tasty as all hell. You get the sweetness with the cheese. It works. Now, whether or not regular jam and grilled cheese would work, that's a different story. But boy, it works. I think it's called Kitana. Damn it. I always say I'm going to remember the name of the place. I even took Sarah there one time, and she's like, this is better than I expected.
Is it Kitanda Espresso and Acai?
That's it. Yes, yes.
A lot of weird words I can't say.
Yeah. Oh, it is. So they do have some espresso there. Yeah, there you go. Kitanda. Thank you.
Kitanda.
And I know they
Sounds
have
like
two
an 80s
locations.
wrestler from the WWF.
Sounds like a Mortal Kombat character.
That too.
Oh yeah, Kitanda. Finish our food. Finish it.
It's got acai bowls.
Oh, those are so good.
I'm a big fan of those.
Well, dude, you got to try these pockets or whatever. These cheese jam pockets are delicious. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, the name you've given them doesn't make them sound delicious, but I'm willing to give it a try.
I think the one you're talking about is called the Romeo and Juliet. It's a guava paste with fresh mozzarella.
Maybe that's it.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, that could be it. But,
I don't want to order a thing. I would like a Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, you don't want to do it?
You just be like, I want that one.
I'll point at the menu. I want
that
this.
one, please.
Like Sir say it. I don't know how to pronounce those words.
I can't
How about
read.
this? Can I tempt you with some orange juice and cereal? Can I tempt you with that fine combo?
Depends on the cereal.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what? Fruit Loops, maybe?
I don't know.
Grape nuts or something?
I wouldn't do chocolate and orange juice. That just sounds gross. But I would do maybe like a Fruit Loop.
Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks.
It's like a little fruit salad in your mouth.
Never heard it described that way, but okay.
Well, I think it's weird when people mix up, like, they'll do, like, water and cereal.
Yes, that is so strange. Just eat it dry.
I'd rather have water in cereal than juice in cereal. It's juice.
I'd rather neither.
Yeah, be a normal human being and just use milk.
But it's like the people that use like 1% milk. Like that's basically water anyway. So
Yeah, you're right about that, Danny.
Dude, I don't remember the last time I had a full, like, vitamin D homogenized milk or whatever.
Oh, the whole
That's
milk?
what I mean. That's what I meant.
is
Yeah.
so
like,
thick.
Yeah, it's like cream. And you don't want to drink
Well,
it.
you say it's like cream, but actually until you have cream. But yeah, it
All right,
feels
fair,
like
yeah.
it. Yeah, but you're right. It does. After being on 1% or 0% fat, it does feel really thick. But then you go and you have regular cream, and you realize, oh yeah, this is what cream.
I
is.
used to be all about the full whole milk, like just big glass almost every day. I love that crap.
Yeah.
And then like you eventually go to like the 2% or the fat free or now soy milk or oat milk. I don't even know what it would be like to have like the full milk again.
Oh, Steve, go back. It's calling you.
I'm afraid that like my stomach would just explode.
How about this little combo then? You know what? A little salami and Nutella. How about I can tempt you with that? A little salami
never
and Nutella.
Never, ever, ever in anything.
wow.
Well, I love Nutella. So.
Disgusting.
Wow. Well, that's just communist talk right
I
there.
don't think it's disgusting, but I'm with. I feel like it's overrated.
Interesting.
I'm not going to argue there. I mean, it's very, very tasty. Personally, the Biscoff butter that they sell, from Biscoff cookies,
Yeah.
now that's not overrated. That's the new jam.
What about the cookie butter from Trader Joe's?
Dude, cookie butter is
Yeah.
the best.
I'd marry it. if I
Me
was
too,
already
me
married.
too.
I don't know if I'd marry it. I probably would at least take it out a couple times.
Do you have a problem with Nutella because it always is like the alternative to peanut butter?
Yes.
I was going to say that's usually people who don't like Nutella really love peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
I can't. Why can't I have both?
Well, you know me, I'm a peanut butter enthusiast, and chocolate's really not my thing. So it's like, ugh.
Oh, yeah. But you like Reese cups, right?
I mean, I'll eat them if they're given to me, but I'm not like going out of my way to buy them.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude. I'd
all
rather
right.
the peanut butter Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, just all peanut butter?
Yes.
Those are neat.
Yeah. How about some? Now, this one I could go for: vanilla ice cream and sea salt chips. Somehow that sounds okay to me.
That sounds super good.
I think that'd be pretty tasty.
It's just like eating like a Frosty with French fries.
Yep.
Now, it's sea salt, not like those weird seaweed chips, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Or like kale chips.
Yeah, those things are gross.
Yeah, well, no, we're talking the real. How about mac and cheese mixed with applesauce?
Huh. I thought it was weird one time I had a sandwich that had apple slices in it, and when I first had it, I looked at it, I'm like, why would you do this? And then I took a bite out of it, I'm like, that was pretty delicious.
It's like crunchy.
That's why you would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had applesauce on the same plate as macaroni and cheese, and then it got a little mixed together, and I was like, this ain't bad, so I could actually entertain this. Oh, Steve's out. He's like, nope, not doing it.
No, I mean, I'm not going to say no because I'm hungry right now.
Right.
But I wouldn't go out of my way to get something like that.
How about ranch on spaghetti? Okay. Ranch sauce.
And that's just like pizza.
I was going to say, like, I dip my pizza in spaghetti. I dip my pizza in ranch. I'd really want to try it.
Why do people hate spaghetti sauce so much though? Like butter with noodles or like ranch, just have spaghetti sauce.
I think it's because for me, I've had spaghetti with just spaghetti sauce my entire life that I don't know, I'm just kind of done. I've had it enough.
Yeah, that's
a variety for me.
When I have spaghetti, I kind of want to just mix it up a little bit now.
That's the old go-to. Is like marinara sauce, the old go-to. But like if you can mix it up, Alfredo, butter, anything like that, it's delicious.
Oh, a nice pink sauce, vodka sauce. Yeah, but if you're raised in an Italian household, you're just used to getting it every way possible. It's it's just like variety. It isn't about it's always in that red sauce. Oh, I'll never turn down a red sauce. That's for sure, right? Yeah. How about cottage cheese, Tabasco together right out of the tub?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I've heard of that, or that just like salt and pepper, a little bit of a different.
Sarah does that with pickle juice. She'll do like pickle juice and pickles in the cottage cheese right out of the tub.
So I'll do cottage cheese out of the tub, put salt and pepper, and I've even thrown a couple pineapples in there too.
Oh, pineapple's got to.
Yeah,
I'll
do
do pineapple.
Like bougie and stuff. Do that.
Bougie. Yeah, you got to go with pineapple. Don't be a combatant, an enemy combatant like Danny. You got to go with the pineapple. And then this one here, no, hot chocolate with raw eggs, so that the boiling water cooks the eggs.
Weird. I kind of want to try it.
I was going to say there's a lot of alcoholic drinks that are made with raw eggs, so that makes more sense to me than it should.
Okay. Yeah, because I haven't really had those alcoholic drinks with the raw eggs, so I don't.
Like a good whiskey sour with like some egg whites, they're delicious.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've never tried a whiskey sour with egg whites.
See, my mom would do this thing as a kid to us. Like, she would give us our bottles or our sippy cups, and she would put a raw egg in it to get us more protein.
Yeah.
And I mean, to this day, I'm just like, why would you do that to us? But I mean, it worked, I guess.
She like watching Rocky, and I was like, screw it, I'll do this for my children too.
I did love Rocky as a little kid. I always said, Coqui.
Pokey?
Coqui, because I couldn't say Rocky in Spanish. Coqui.
Girls in Kirkland, they yell that most Friday and Saturday nights.
I believe it.
We got a guy that got into a fight with an alligator, and he lived to tell the story. He was like a Coqui, wasn't he? He was like, You're going to hear from this guy at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
We all remember that one professor, the one everyone on campus had to take no matter what subject they taught because how much fun their class was. What if we told you there was a streaming service that had all those professors? One Day University has every must-have professor from the best colleges all across the country. One Day University, the most fun talks from the most fun professors. Available live and on demand. No homework, just the most fun you'll have while learning. Get a special offer at ondayu.com/odyssey.
Throughout history, electricity has inspired some pretty incredible inventions. Like smartphones and those little robot vacuums people name like pets. Of all the great things, nothing compares to the Hyundai Ioniq 5. 100% electric, AR heads-up display, pixel-inspired light clusters. Introducing the first-ever Hyundai Ioniq 5. Your journey at its most evolved.
Extremely limited availability. Available in select states only. Contact your Hyundai dealer for availability details.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. There's a dude from Florida. His name is Mike, and he did something pretty extreme. He needed to save his dog's life, and he decided that, you know what, this alligator was not going to get in his way of that. Yeah, dude, he wrestled an alligator to save his dog's life. Here's Mike talking about the whole thing.
He was in a death roll with that old gator. I got around, thumbed him in the eye, picked him off the ground, picked him out of the water so he couldn't get anywhere till he let the dog go. And in the interim, he decided, well, okay, I don't have him, I'll bite you. No hesitation. It's just the way it is.
Impressive. I mean, really, what more can you say at that point? Like, you just wrestled an alligator, and I love that his dog's name is Jake. I don't know why, but I just think that's funny. Like, his dog's, this is Jake, my dog.
Yeah.
And he did what I do in the wrestling ring. When all else fails, just thumb him in the eye.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. But he got chomped up a little bit on his hands.
Yeah. It's worth it, though. You saved your dog, and you have the greatest story to share with your friends forever.
Yeah. You know, I think I'd be like, well, it's time for a new dog. I think that would be me.
Well, yeah. I mean, all right. So what can we, like, what if like an alligator was like, you know, eating your favorite board game? Would you?
Oh, that, yeah, you're right. That's a good point. Then I'd have to go after
I'm trying
to
find something that's like, you know, on the same level.
Yeah, you're right. He's not taking my board game.
I love that you said board game and not, your son or your daughter or wife.
He's like, they can fight for themselves.
Time to go get a new daughter.
he can get a new daughter. Sarah, I hear if you thumb him in the eye, it'll work.
Yeah.
Didn't work? Oh, that's all I got. Sorry.
Joey Dees, you've been a good son. You're on your own, kid.
Yep.
Oh, man. You know, though, I don't know if Americans, though, just there are some Americans that just think they can fight anything. I don't know if you saw this story. 6% of Americans, 1 in 17, believe they could take down a grizzly.
A grizzly bear.
They think they could fight a grizzly. Yeah.
There's 6% of Americans are delusional.
Yeah. Oh, they are completely delusional.
Or on a lot of cocaine that they might actually be able to do it.
Yeah, but then you might have to encounter Coke Bear.
Yeah.
Right?
Which I still need to get that shirt.
Yeah.
Right. Coke Bear.
I have to tell you, man, I watched this show on History Channel called Alone, and they basically just throw people out in the wilderness. And last season, a dude won $1 million for lasting 100 days up in the Northwest Territories, basically the Canadian Arctic. And dude, they got bears out there. They got all these huge creatures, wolves and fox, all this stuff that they are like, man, and you realize when you see them encounter these, just how dangerous they are. One dude, he hunted he killed a muskox, which is it's a huge, big, sort of like piggish, furry pig looking animal, like one of those big hogs, wild hog looking things. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it wasn't easy. And
in that situation, he had a weapon of some sort.
Yeah, he had a bow. He had a bow. Then he had a knife. So he shot it with the bow and arrow, and then he went up on it when it was like bleeding out, and then went and finished the job. But he was running around like he had a GoPro on. He would stab it, run away, away because he just didn't want to. Like it was still like, dude, I'll kick your ass if you get near me.
That was how I did it in college, too. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, that's how I did it in Red Dead Redemption, but yeah, not real.
Yeah, and that's not a bear. I mean, a bear, they saw a bear and they were like, yeah, I'd like to try to get that bear, but I don't want to get anywhere near that
But in
bear.
this situation, the people that are surveyed in this, they were told that they would not have a weapon. So this is a hand-to-hand fight.
Yeah.
With a grizzly, and there's 6%. Like, look, don't get me wrong. If I'm backed up into a corner and there's a bear and I know he's going to kill me, and this is my only resort, and I have no chance to run, there's no way out of it. Yeah, of course I'm going to put up my hands and maybe try and throw a couple and see what happens. But I know full well that I'm going to probably go down dying.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to last very long, as opposed to just sitting there and be like, bear, kill me. Like, I'll give it a whirl. Maybe I'll catch him in a spot that will work, or kick him in the nuts. I don't know. Bears got that? I mean,
yeah, bears have nuts.
Unless it's a lady bear, then you're in trouble.
Oh, man. Then punch him in between the boob, right? Isn't that the old wives' tale?
Got thumb in the eye.
Thumb in the eye. I'll just stick with that.
Thumb in the eye. That always works. Yeah, thumb in the eye.
And just
you're right, Steve. I mean, that's why watching that show, I realized how dangerous these guys are, to the point where if you think you can fight one hand to hand, you're out of your mind.
People don't realize how powerful grizzly bears are because they can crush a bowling ball with their jaw. Like, that is how strong they are. And they could swipe a person's head off just with like a big old swipe or break.
But can they bowl 100 like I can?
Yeah.
I think they could beat you.
Yeah, they
I don't know if they could get their bear thumb into the hole.
I still think they would bowl more than 100, Steve.
Fair.
Let me just tell you this, though. This wasn't these aren't the more delusional people. There are people that are even more delusional, because I said 6% said they could beat a grizzly.
Okay.
8%, which is more, thinks they can beat up a lion.
Not a chance. There's not a chance.
I mean,
ask Siegfried or Roy. Right? Didn't one of them get mauled by a lion?
Tiger, right?
Tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's 8% think they could take down an elephant.
But wait, the lion one, though, lion's the king of the queen of the jungle? What is it?
King of the jungle.
Yeah.
It's the king, yeah.
But they don't live in the jungle, though.
Yeah.
That's the funny
Where do
thing.
they live?
In the, Sahara.
Yeah.
Is that like
savannah?
Savannah, excuse me.
Yeah.
Is that like the Bellevue of the jungle?
Yes, let's just call them that.
Yeah, they're just the king of like kicking ass. Let's just say that.
You know what it is? It's like the same kind of thing of like watching like American Ninja Warrior, and you're like, I could do that.
Mm.
You're just sitting at home eating your Cheetos or whatever you do, and you're like, I could do that because it doesn't seem that hard. But then you actually go and try to do it, and it's literally the worst thing ever. It's the same kind of thing of like, I see a lion, it doesn't look that bad on TV.
Dude, there's never been a moment where I've seen a lion, an elephant, or a grizzly and thought totally could take it.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. No way. You go, you one trip to the zoo and you just see how big they are.
But the elephant, I think, at least, I don't know. I know it's probably if you just Google it, I'll be found wrong. I feel like I could outrun the elephant. I don't know. How fast?
Well, again, outrunning the creature, sure, but can you beat it up?
Well, I mean, it's like, stick and jab.
The top speed of an African bush elephant is 25 miles an hour.
Damn it, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't think you got that, buddy.
You're not going to win that, Steve.
Yeah, there's really no hope for me. All right.
There, and plus they can step on you. They weigh a lot. Those guys, you try punching an elephant, it'd be like probably punching a brick wall. I'm thinking
probably could slap you with its trunk.
Yeah.
I don't know if it can or can't, but I feel like it could.
People think they can beat up a
or I'll feed
gorilla.
it some peanuts and they'll forget that it was fighting me.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Is that how that works?
I don't think you can even hit. I think your punches mean nothing to it.
I'm with you.
Yeah. How about a gorilla? People think they can beat up a gorilla. How many stories do we have to hear about gorillas kicking ass?
Who are these people that think they can win these fights?
Drunks.
Drunk people on a cycle?
I
don't
think
understand what's going on.
Americans think they can do this.
I couldn't even take on one of those little ones, like the capuchin ones, like from Friends. I couldn't even take on one of those. Those are
you don't want to mess with chimps. You do not want to mess with chimps either. Chimps are not cool either.
But I feel like I have a fighting chance with a chimp over a gorilla.
You don't got to fight.
I still think I'm losing.
Yeah, you're losing.
I was going to say, you know where they attack first? Face and genitals.
No.
So maybe not.
That's just like Steve, so it's a fair fight. All right.
Gorillas are pure muscle too, and have you ever seen them like at the zoo where they like stand up and they like beat their chest and start running?
Have you seen Steve? Have you seen Steve lately? He's been working out.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve is also pure muscle. I'm taking Steve over the
pure
gorilla.
muscle, pure love muscle. That's about it.
Okay, well, all right. He might romance the gorilla. I didn't know we were going down that road.
Wow.
How about this? 9% of the people think they like that dude. Tom, is it Tom with his dog Jake in Florida? They think they can wrestle a crocodile. 9%, not me, man.
I mean, no. I think of all the ones you've listed so far, that might be the one that might be worth. Like that would be the one. Like if I had a gun to my head, you have to take on one of these animals. That might be the best. That might be your best chance.
As soon as you see it snap, you'll realize what a mistake you made.
And I don't remember if it was crocodiles or alligators, but they have very strong like snapping ability, but they don't have strong like muscles to open their mouth. So if you're able to close their mouth, they'll have a hard time opening it. So that's
so
your
bring
shot.
duct tape with you, Steve.
Yes.
Bring some duct
tape. And then throw them in the eye.
Well, I was just thinking, I played Pitfall a lot when I was a kid.
Oh, well, you're set.
Just grab a rope and jump on their head.
Yeah. You're all set then.
I believe in you.
I forgot about your Pitfall experience. I totally forgot that. I
had the high score in my house.
All right, so some people believe, again, this is unarmed, no weapons. 12% of Americans believe they could beat a wolf. Now,
like one wolf?
A werewolf?
Of London? Now, watching this fine show alone, what I learned is that wolves, though, what's impressive about them is you don't have to just face one. Usually, it's like them and their buddies.
Yeah, it's
like
the whole pack. Usually,
they don't.
That's why they're called
maybe
wolf pack.
you're lucky and it's only a pack of two because they go from like 2 to all the way up, and when they come at you, and this one dude had him surrounding his camp. It was scary. I thought this guy's going to die.
Yeah,
it was like 6 wolves.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't think any of us could go up against a chihuahua, let alone a wolf. Like, let's be honest.
23% of us, Vicky, think we could take down a large dog.
Yeah, no.
Mm-mm. Yeah, see, to me, no. When a dog is pissed, forget about it. It's when a dog is like, okay, you are the enemy. Yeah, all of a sudden they're not that fluffy. I think we're just lulled into submission because we see them at the dog park. We think, I probably could take that guy down. No. How about a kangaroo? You think you can beat up a kangaroo?
No. I've seen the videos. Those things, they could They could pop you in the face real easy.
they are.
Well, I've seen those Warner Brothers documentaries too. I think that those kangaroos were tough in that as well. 23% of Americans believe they can take down a kangaroo.
No.
14% think they can beat a kangaroo in a fight.
This percentage of people, it sounds like it's probably the same group, have really high, they think of themselves rather highly when it comes to like how they could do in a fight. I wish they could just take all these people surveyed that said yes they could and put them in there with a kangaroo. And then say, can we ask you questions about all the other animals again? Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I've changed my mind.
How about an eagle? 30% said yes, they could beat. Are they sure they weren't asked could they take down a Philadelphia eagle? Because maybe that's what they were thinking.
I know those guys wield batteries, so that's dangerous.
So
I've been attacked by like a crow before, and there's no way that I could survive an eagle.
What did you do that crow?
I have no idea.
You got attacked by a crow?
Yeah, I was walking. It was actually before a concert one time, and there was just there was a crow in a tree, and I think it had like a nest, and it thought that it was going to be like attacked, or its babies were going to be attacked, and it just started swooping the line, and it just attacked me.
Oh, yeah, they'll do that.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was scary.
Dude, yesterday I went in my backyard. A crow brought a bone to our backyard, and I was just like, "Oh, is this like a warning?
It's an omen,
or a gift?" You know what I mean? Like,
well,
hey,
have you been mean mugging him, or have you been nice to him?
I always say hi.
One.
I say hi, crow.
Okay, if you say hi, then that's a gift. That's a gift.
That's like I'll protect this house.
Rev speaks crow, so he knows.
I do. We got a lot of chromies around our house. You feed them, and they give you stuff.
Yeah, did they ever bring you bones?
We did find a jawbone once. We're pretty sure it was either the crows or the raccoons. The raccoons were going to send a message, but if it was the crows, they were friends.
Yeah, I think it was like a turkey leg bone or something. I don't even know what kind of bone it was, but it was like just cleaned off, and it was just there in our backyard. And I'm like, all right, thanks, crow.
What makes me wonder is
I prefer you don't bring me these bones ever again.
Yeah, why? Like in their brain, they've already picked it clean, and they feel like, you'll dig this. Is it like crows like wear jewelry? How do they? I mean, how is that a gift in the crow's mind? I would love to figure that out.
Or they just think of your house as a trash can.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, there's that.
I look forward to more fun stuff coming.
You never know.
I need to start listening to the Black Crows more.
There you go.
That's what it is. Wow.
Come on, crows! I'm listening to your band.
Come on, guys. Yeah. Yeah, these people are insane.
Yeah, anyone who thinks they could beat an animal is just nuts.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
What planet is the third brightest object in the Earth's sky?
That would be Uranus, Rev.
No.
Venus.
Yes.
Oh, look at you, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you don't usually do well with planet questions, but you came through. You want a shot at beating Steve? All right, you got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 8:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. How long is a bankruptcy going to affect my credit rating?
Of course, most of the time, by the time we're talking about filing a bankruptcy, the credit has already taken a huge hit. Chapter 7 is going to affect it more negatively than Chapter 13. Chapter 7 stays on your credit report for 10 years from the time you file. It usually takes 7 or 8 years for your credit scores to get back into the normal range in a Chapter 7 case. However, your credit will start to recover even in Chapter 7 after about a year. You'll be able to get credit again right away, usually before your case is even over. Chapter 13 stays on your credit report for 7 years and usually takes about 3.5 years for your credit to get back in the normal range. So Chapter 13 will mean your credit gets better much more rapidly.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.